Oh, hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Honestly, I have not even talked about this since the day I left that studio. So like me talking about this years later, I feel so violated. I feel so violated. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys don't know, I actually used to be a video vixen. You know, I had me a whole little era where I used to just like do music videos. I can't say I would never do it again because I feel like I would. I actually started modeling in 2022. It's just so many different things that you can do in like the whole modeling industry in general. But I wanted to get into casting. I basically tried to get advice from a casting director and they kind of gave me shitty advice. Like at first he was cool, and then when I started asking him more about like casting and how to become a casting director, he was kind of just like girl, I don't know, you got to deal with all these girls and this and that. Like it was just nothing positive about what he does. And I just feel like if you do something, yes, there's going to be bad and good things about it, but the fact that he told me nothing good about it, it just gave like, you know, I just decided like, you know what, I'm not gonna ask anybody for the information and the help. People can give you bias and judge information because they don't want you to do something, or maybe they're trying to stir you away from doing something. They don't tell you the good things about it because they don't want you to do it. So that's basically what he was doing. He just telling me all the negative things about what I wanted to do. I feel like if you're not a strong person, you're gonna take that and just be like, okay, dang, I'm not gonna do it. But I already knew that's what I wanted to do, so I was just like, I don't care what he's talking about, I'm about to go get the information myself. I started getting into like music videos and stuff, so I started following like a bunch of casting directors that was in Atlanta. The situation that I'm about to talk about right now actually came from the very first music video I actually got casted for, like real life casted, come to set, like all that or whatever. I don't know if you guys know who Amaretta is, but she's a local Atlanta artist. She had a music video, and you know, this is my first time being on set and stuff, so like I'm actually like a little nervous because of the first situation I just went through, but you know, this time I just feel a little more prepared. And it kind of gave like I wasn't gonna be doing too much. Like it just gave, we were just gonna be turning up in the background and stuff, which we usually do. Because I wasn't alone, I wasn't like too scared or anything. I was really like chill because I'm just like, I'm here with somebody who I'm comfortable with. I don't know what to expect. This is technically like my first video shoot, so like this is really gonna set the tone. Well, really the first situation kind of like irritated me, but like this situation, I'm actually on set, this is gonna set the tone on like how I actually feel. It was a fun ass video shoot, I'm not gonna lie. Like all we had to do, if I have any videos from that point in time, I'm gonna put it on the screen, but like it was so much fun. And then we were in these Jeeps in the back, and we were just like hanging out the Jeep, like getting turned lit, like, you know, just on some like having fun with your friends, like type vibe, you know. I know a lot of people go on set and they network. You're on set with casting directors, producers, the artists, dancers, models, singers, like you're on set with all types of people. It was these two girls, they looked alike, and they were like really cool, really chill, and they were like stuck together. Like they weren't communicating with nobody else. Of course, when we first get there, a couple people are like, you know, kind of to themselves a little bit, but like as time goes on, like we're all talking, a couple of girls talking to each other. We done got this person Instagram, I got this person Instagram, she got mine, I got hers. Like, you know, everybody's having a good time. We done had some drinks. They actually have food on set, which they don't always have food on set, so everything was good. I'm like, okay, everybody's cool for the most part. It was no drama, it was nothing. So the two girls that I told you guys that were like locked together, we just gonna call one Ice and one Cube. Ice was kind of like to herself or whatever, and then Cube was more like networking more. She was more like talking and stuff like that. She walked up to me, she's like, oh, you guys are so pretty, like what do you guys do, what's your guys name, how old are you guys? You guys know how it is when you're talking to somebody new. They just have all these questions to ask you, you know, trying to get to know you. I told her like I'm just getting into modeling and stuff like that, so you know, this is really like my first time on set for real, and you know, we're just like chopping it up like regular people. And she basically was telling me like me and one of my business partners, we like do photo shoots and stuff like that. So if you really want to build your portfolio and like, you know, take some pictures and like get more bookings and stuff like that, definitely tap in with me, tap in with the photographer. Like, you know, we can get you in, he gonna give you a free shoot, and then, you know, we can go from there, stuff like that. Because I was talking to her in that moment, I kind of felt like everything was straight for the most part, because like she wasn't giving me no weird vibes. Around this time I was just taking risks, because around this time I was just broke up with this person, stopped being friends with this person, started going out by myself. Like I was just doing shit, kind of just got tired of just being in the house being sad as it. So I'm like, okay, it's time to go outside and trying to make something shake. Okay, everything so far has been going good since I let all this toxic weird shit go. So I'm gonna go take a chance and I'm gonna go to the photo shoot. I didn't have nobody to go with me last minute, and it was just more like a you're gonna be okay. Like I kind of felt like I was gonna be fine. Like just go and get it over with. I get there, I walk into the building or whatever. He came outside to greet me. I was like, hey, whatever. He seemed really cool. He literally had a client who just left, so you know, he was just trying to fix everything, making sure like everything was straight. Let me see what you got to wear so I can get a backdrop ready, like just a bunch of stuff. I changed my clothes or whatever. We were doing 2 different sets. One was like lingerie based. I'm gonna put the picture here because I know I still have this picture, and then the other one is just like me in like this cute little black dress. I put on my outfit, you know, I'm taking little videos in the mirror or whatever because I'm waiting for him to set up everything. He had set everything up for the most part, like halfway, and then he sat down on the couch, and I kind of was still standing up, kind of just like moving around, waiting for this nigga to come on. And he's like, oh, you could come sit over here. So I went over there and I sat down with him, and he's just like telling me more about what he does. And he's like, yeah, so like, you know, I'm a photographer and I do this, and like I've been doing this. And then he goes to light a cigarette. Bitch, this is where I literally was like, I really should have got up and got the fuck out once I seen him light the cigarette. Because first of all, we're in a whole closed space studio. I never seen no cigarettes like this before. Like this nigga done got custom box cigarettes. Like our conversation literally shifts from, we're talking about like, you know, what I do, what I get into, and what he does, and like what pictures we're gonna do, and like what poses and stuff like that, to him telling me like, oh yeah, I also have this group, and they basically like do like different types of content, and they do like trips and like just a bunch of stuff. So I'm just like, okay, like what type of content do they like, do you do, or do they do? So he starts showing me the group, and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to make this app. And like, so at first like he's making it sound like he just has like a group of like models, maybe that he just like, maybe they just take pictures, I don't know. But I was like, I don't know, like back then, like my mind just is so like innocent. Like I wasn't even thinking like inappropriately. As he's telling me like he has a group and he has models, and like they take pictures and like stuff like that, I'm just like hearing them out. So I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Cause now I'm like kind of feeling uneasy, cause I'm like, you know when you're talking to somebody and they're beating around the bush, but like they're not trying to tell you what they want, basically. He's like showing me all this stuff. So then he goes to show me like their Instagram or like their Twitter or something, and like they're driving, shorty got her titties out and he's driving, and they're like recording, and it's just like a bunch of like shit going on. Like I just started picking up what he was putting down. So like, because around this time like kind of OnlyFans started being popping, the pandemic had came, everybody was on their OnlyFans vibe. It was him and a group of girls, basically they did OnlyFans content together. When he brought it up, he's like, oh yeah, so I have like, you know, girls who come and do regular photo shoots, like birthday shoots, like you come with your boyfriend, and then I have like my girls who like do this type of content. He was trying to ask me, do I do OnlyFans, without like asking me so direct, do you do OnlyFans? And I was just like, no, like I don't do that type of content. Like, you know, I kind of just got into modeling. I'm kind of just only doing like music videos and stuff like that. Like I'm not really into the whole like show my titties, show my coochie, you know, stuff like that. That's just not my vibe. And then I just don't want that to be on the internet. And then again, I don't want to look back 5 years from now and be like, bitch, what the fuck was you doing? I'm just imagining like doing some type of OnlyFans type content. Like I'm gonna look back years from now and feel disgusted. Like, or like imagine my kids seeing it. It's just like different shit. Or like fuck the kids, because I don't got no kids and I'm not even thinking of my kids right now. Imagine like my little brother seeing it, or like my mama or my dad. Like I would literally cry. Like I would literally just not even want to talk to them ever again. Like I'm embarrassed. I was just like, yeah, I don't do that type of content. Like, you know, I just came for the regular photo shoot. Like that's what the girl told me. She ain't saying nothing about no only. She ain't saying nothing about none of that. So I don't know what's this. Like if this is what you was expecting, we could just pack it up, wrap it up now, because that's not what I came here to do. Anytime he said something about like some only type content and I was kind of just like blowing it off, like whatever, he would just be like, oh no, but you don't have to if you don't want to. But it's like, imagine somebody's like, hit this, 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 and you're like, oh, I don't smoke, and they're like, okay, but hit this, hit this, hit this. I mean, you don't have to if you want to, but hit this, hit this, hit this. Like that's what it was given. Like he was trying to put in my head like, yeah, you don't have to if you don't want to, but this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. I started getting like a little irritated, and I was texting, I couldn't even remember who I was texting, but I was texting one of my friends like, bitch, I really wanted to get up and leave. But like, y'all ever been in them situations where like you feel stuck? Like I didn't know what to do. Like I literally just felt stuck. Like, so I'm just like, I don't know this man. I don't know what he's capable of. He keeps talking to me about OnlyFans and shit. I keep telling him I don't do OnlyFans, but he keeps bringing it up still, while still telling me I don't have to do it. I'm in here in this big ass room by myself, this grown ass, big ass, stocky ass nigga smoking cigs and shit. Like, bitch, I'm scared. I'm mad tiny. Like I'm just sitting there like, okay, he's not getting it, but whatever, bitch. Like, can we move on to the shit? So eventually he finally gets everything situated and we're on to taking our pictures. So I take my pictures, you know, I hit the boom, 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 boom. When you modeling, you just gotta move as you work, okay? But at that time I didn't know like how to really pose for pictures and shit. So I'm just kind of just like, and he just kind of tell me like different ways. One thing I would say, even though that was a weird ass man, he was very good with teaching me how to pose. I'm not gonna lie. And I realized sometimes you can't be comfortable when you're posing. Like sometimes you might have to hold something. It look good on camera. It might hurt your back. It might make you twist, but that's what looks good. So one thing I would say is that man really did teach me how to pose, because like in the pictures was eating. I'm like, damn. Video shoot literally went from, okay, us taking regular ass pictures, like regular pictures, to him being like taking up close oh my god, this honestly, I have not even talked about this since the day I left that studio. So like me talking about this years later, I feel so violated. I feel so violated. Now that I'm talking about this out loud and like I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn. And it's so crazy because I was just watching this clip of Keke Palmer and she was talking about her and the Trey Songz situation, and she was talking about like how a lot of females don't realize that they have been violated or assaulted in some type of way until after the fact that it's happened, or they thought about it like later on in life. When I tell y'all, like I'm looking back at it like, was I really just that slow? Like when I tell y'all, oh my god, it's like weird when you're in a situation when you feel stuck, like you can't do nothing about what's going on. Yes, you have all the willpower to get up and move and go and walk away and do shit like that, but it's just like a feeling of like that fear, like what if you know. So yeah, now that I'm thinking back at it, there might just be some few pictures and hand pictures of me circling around the internet. I really hope that's not the case, and I hope everything of my feet is gone. When I tell y'all I was there for like maybe 3 hours, like 2-3 hours, bitch, I've never been at a photo shoot that long. Well, actually I lied, but like not no shoot like that. I was expecting to be there for like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, take my pictures and leave. After that, I kind of felt kind of weird about the girl, because I'm just like, I don't know if maybe you got that vibe from me. Like, it gave like he was the pimp and she was the bottom bitch. I felt like low-key I was about to be like, no, I just couldn't. After we took the pictures or whatever, I put on my clothes. I literally left both my heels there too, by the way. But I put on my clothes, like the regular clothes I came in there with. She's like, you want to see the pictures? And I'm like, nigga, I've been here for about 3-4 hours. Like, baby, I better see some type of pictures, because at this point, like, I've been here for mad long. His next client comes in and she came in already dressed in some lingerie. Like, my baby, I don't know, but he had told me they was about to go make some like type content. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's my cuter. Thank you so much for my pictures. And that was that. He said he'll send it to me. I left. I got in my car and bitch, I skirted off. And I was like, never again will I talk to that man. Never again will I do a photo shoot with that man. Like I said, sometimes we don't realize certain things until like we look back at it, because I didn't even realize this until I'm telling the story right here. Damn. When you do anything, there's trial and error. When it comes to like modeling, music, anything in an industry where you kind of have to network with people and kind of like put yourself out there to achieve a certain type of success or whatever, you have to watch who you trust, and you have to watch what you're around, and you have to make sure that you have a strong mind, because you can easily get pushed into something that you feel like you could handle that you really can't. And people ask me all the time, how is it being a video? Like when I used to do videos, like, oh my god, how is it? It just looks so fun. You was just with, you was just by, and like it's cool, but it definitely has its ups and downs. I'm gonna get more into that when I talk about like my whole modeling experience in general. But I felt like there was nothing like I can do about the situation. I just stayed, I thugged it out, nothing happened that was crazy besides some little feet and hand pictures. I'm not gonna lie, where the fuck is that shit at? Like now that I'm thinking about it, like yeah, he probably done got some money off of that. Basically, that's the story of the time I went to a photo shoot and like shit just went left. Like I'm not gonna lie, I went from regular photo shoot to only content, baby. Like what's he like? At least sent me a little profit of the feet pics, like you feel me? And I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of, when you're getting into modeling or even when you're getting into anything, there's a lot of ill will, negative, weird people in this world. So just follow your instincts. It's a difference between hating on somebody like, oh, I don't like that bitch. You don't got no reason to like her. You just don't like her. Like, you feel me? It's a difference between that and then you meeting somebody and then you just don't have a good feeling about them in your gut. Like something about them is off. It's just something you just don't, you can't put your finger on it, but something is off, something is weird. You don't know what's going on, like, you know. And I think you should definitely follow that gut feeling, because I know my gut feeling never steers me wrong, even though sometimes I don't always listen to it. Always follow that instinct you have, because it's never going to guide you wrong. Like, it's going to steer you right every time. And even if you were wrong about somebody and they weren't a bad person like your instinct thought they were, maybe it's just for the best, and maybe that person was just not supposed to be around you. So yeah, that's the end of the story time. Make sure you guys do them background checks with them photographers, baby. I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platforms. It will be in the description box. Y'all know I got a lisp and I'll be talking fast, so excuse me. But make sure you guys comment down below. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Comment down below any other videos you guys want from me, and I will get those done for you. And yeah, until next time, Desi out.